Yeah. No, 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 no. What I can say about that is this. Prayer is good. So, especially women, our wives at home, I'm talking to every wife, and it's good to pray. Once you notice something, even without anything happening in your home, anything negative, you need to pray. And once you see that something is going wrong with your marriage, with your home, with your family, you pray. But you shouldn't. I don't expect anyone to pray over anything twice before taking steps. The first approach to everything is to pray about it, because everything that happens in the physical have a spiritual backing. Whether good thing have a spiritual backing, whether bad
Yeah,
thing
that's true.
have a spiritual backing. So
That's true. Very true.
any negative experience has a negative spiritual backing. That is the evil spirit backing it up. Then also like that. And but the thing is, I never see in the scripture in the Bible that Jesus prayed over anything more than once before taking steps. You can pray over anything like 100 times. At times you pray until you see something happen, until you have a conviction. So, but what I'm trying to say is that the first approach to anything is to pray about it once. After that once, you take a physical step.
Okay.
While you continually take the step,
I'm getting it.
you continue to pray. So that's the meaning. That was why I said earlier that you can pray often about anything, but you must not pray often about anything before taking steps. You will get frustrated. So that's why we see people praying and praying without doing anything, and there's
Every
nothing to
time.
come. No, this earth is a physical earth. We are human beings. We are physical. We are people of God. We are physical first
Okay.
and
Wow.
spiritual.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We are physical first and then we are spiritual. Knowing that everything that happens have a spiritual backing, which means that the spiritual aspect of everything happens first before it materializes in the physical. But as a physical person, the first thing you need to do, having that kind of knowledge that things happen first in the spiritual,
Yeah.
require you to pray first, carry out spiritual exercise first.
Yeah.
After carrying out the spiritual exercise first, then the next thing you do is to come to yourself. Think about it, because God gives us brain to think.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? So we don't push everything to Him.
We think about
we
it
come
first.
to Him,
Yeah.
we tender our arguments, we tender our problems to Him, then we go back and work on the thing.
Yeah.
We ask ourselves, what is the source of this problem? What can I do to fix it?
Okay.
Then, while we are thinking, we have two things now.
Yeah.
We've given God,
Yeah, to God.
the head of the spiritual, to do something about it. Then we in the physical,
Then to ourselves.
we are the head in the physical here. We are the top rank.
Okay.
Behind, in
Yeah.
the physical here. Because amongst every creation, we are the last to be created. But we were made overseer of all the earlier creation. Do you understand? So we so
Okay.
while God is doing His thing in the spirit, we should be doing our thing in the physical. So where those two things now come to meet is that while God is doing His thing, He is inspiring you, telling you what to do in the physical, because you have prepared yourself to do something, and you have taken a step to do it.
Yeah.
Automatically, because you
Exactly.
tendered it to God, your space in the soul, a space is opened up, a door is opened up for inspiration to come in. So,
Opened up.
while God is feeding you, doing something about it, He will be feeding you on what to do also in the physical to make that thing happen. because we need a physical result, because something is happening to our marriage, and our marriage is both spiritual and physical. I understand. So, and we need to see our husband smile at us. We need to see our husband come home every day. We need to see our husband do the needful.
I'm getting this.
That's physical. So you need to do physical thing while God also does spiritual thing. So it feeds you with what He's doing in the spiritual, or what He has done in the spiritual, so that you can take the right step in the physical. But when, you know, I find out people just pray and pray and pray, expecting things to change without taking physical steps. And this will take me to this thing I observed. This is where I observed. And I realized that one of the very important things we need to do, we need to work on, especially our women, our wives at home, is to work on our dressing. I observed, you know, I asked people questions. I observed, I knew these things for you know, it's been with me for a while, but I couldn't spell it out because I wasn't married then. But now I'm married, so I can relate to this thing. You understand? So there was a time I called just very recently, I called my wife and, you know, explained things to her, and she understood it. She caught it in a while, you know, and we've been fine, we've been better in that aspect, you know, and that is dressing. I realized that some marriages collapse because of the way the wife dresses in the presence of the husband. You know, especially in Africa here, you realize that, okay, early in the morning or as early as possible in the morning, around 7, around 7:30, the husband is out of the house, or even before that time. The husband is out of the house to to go to work, and while after on the wife dresses up and also goes to work. In the evening, the wife comes back home earlier than the husband. You know, probably the husband works late and gets home late. You know, but the thing here is this, which we don't really think about, and which is not right, and it's one of the problems, you know, we face in marriage. People face in marriage, you know, and that is our dressing. Wives, I mean, you know, how the wife dresses in the house, in the presence of the husband. You know what? You dressed well yesterday. That's cool. You dressed well today, that's cool. But did your husband see you while you dressed? Did your husband see you over time? You know, I mean, how many minutes were you dressed before the husband went out of the house? You know, how many minutes were you still dressed? That same dressing, that same good-looking attire on you, you know, with that nice pattern, colored dress, that kind of thing, you know.
Beautiful.
After getting back from work, because most women, we dress up late after the husband is out of the house. I mean the women, the wives. So I'm talking about the women now. You know, they dress after the husband is out of the house, you know, and the husband couldn't see your dressing, how sweet you look. And at night, the husband comes home late at night, you already changed.
Yeah.
You've changed to one kind of clothes like that, bump shorts always. He sees you with bump shorts always. He sees you with one shabby clothes like that always. He sees you with night wear always. So he doesn't see the beauty as that, as that. And whenever he goes out, he sees some ladies well dressed outside. He's turned on. So you begin to think within yourself, you know, that what's happening? What am I doing wrong? Or is this man possessed? He's not possessed. And if he is possessed, you cause that to happen.
To dressing.
You know, that's why I like to advise women that make sure that you dress well before your husband goes out. Okay, and peradventure, your husband, you know, went out as early as possible, even before you got up or before you prepare yourself for work. Make sure by the time you get home at night or in the evening, don't just go in and change like that. Stay with the clothes, with the attire. Because if you desire to go out to visit someone also after work, you'll still be on that clothes. So stay on that clothes. Put on the clothes still. Let your husband get in the evening or at night and see you well dressed. There's a joy in it when I see my wife well dressed. I don't spill it out. I don't say it, but I'm happy that this is my wife, my beautiful wife. I will advise every woman, before you change your clothes, before you change that nice dress into a nightwear, or into any skimpy thing, make sure you are about to go to bed. Only change it when you're about to go to bed. That is when, at that time, you go to shower, then you go to bed. Do you understand? You go to shower and you go to bed. Or immediately you get back to work, probably you don't like the stress, you want to shower. Go and shower and put on another nice clothes. Nice clothes. I'm not talking about skimpy dress, because this thing doesn't work for married men. That's, we seeing our wives on bomb shots every day. It does not turn us on. It does not make us look, but we need to see you dress well. Anytime you want to go to bed to sleep together or anything, then you can be on bomb shots, just to make the thing ahead. That's the thing. So we men see people, ladies outside on bomb shots, and they are turned on, as people say. That what if they see people on bomb shots outside dressing anyhow, almost naked outside, and they're turned on? They're only turned on for lust.
All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Not to marry them. Not for serious engagement. Do you get it? Yeah. Do you get it? So that is it. So they are only turned on
Just for fun.
sleep with them, just to have them for a while, then send them away or have another person, things like that. But you are a married woman. We are the husbands and you are the wives. So we see you as the serious kind because you are part of us. We treat you with serious mindset, and we see you differently. So we expect you to dress well. What turns us on seeing our wives? We see them dress well. Well, when I mean well, probably corporately or casually, but that casually should be well dressed. Not opening the breast or opening. No. That doesn't turn on husband to his wife. Do you understand? So, if you are a wife and you want your home to be better, let your husband always see you dress well. In the house and outside. When he meets you outside, you dress well. But most importantly, whenever he is at home, before going out or probably after coming back from work, let him see you well dressed. There was one woman I heard a story. I heard a story. She complained a while ago. She said, before I think around 4 years ago, 3 years ago, my husband used to treat me with care. He showed me love, things and so on like that, And I tried to add more spice to it, spicy to it. And I decided, because my friends used to complain. People nowadays, ladies nowadays, they snatch husbands, and due to their dressing, they wear skimpy clothes, they reveal their body, and because of that, men usually are not faithful at home. They try to go after them, they just want to sleep with them, and because of that, you want to call your husband to yourself alone. You not decide to start dressing like that, also wearing skimpy dress. The woman said, I decided to do that also to get more of my husband's attention. Whereas he already gives you attention. He wasn't doing the things that men do rather. So, but yet you still want more to get his attention. You now went to that. you know, and she began to dress, put on skimpy dress, show her breast, you know, those kind of clothes like that. And she realized that she began to complain that, okay, but these days, since last year, my husband barely sleep with me, you know, barely show me that kind of care. I don't know why. So when the man, when the man she reported to, you know, the man happens to be a pastor, you know, and the man understands, you know, how all these things are wrong. So the man advised, after asking her some questions, and he advised her to only dress well, saying to her that what turned on your husband wasn't your body. What turned on your husband is your body. You know, it happens to me too. It happens to almost every man. What turns us on, you know, to our wives, not to women generally, to our wives. What turns us on is seeing them dress well. Yes, seeing them dress well. So, I will advise our women, the wives at home, the wives everywhere, if you want your home to be great, don't just dress anyhow. Get your husband morning, afternoon, night, dresses well, sharp. And you know, that beautifies the bed. Nice dress beautifies the bed.
I said he's able. I said he's able.
Yeah. It should be good. Yeah. It should be good. It should be good. It should be good.
Wow. This is high hope.
It is one of the spice.
Very, very.
It's one of the spicy.
Wow.
It's one of the spicy. It's one of the spicy.
I'm enjoying this.
And
I'm enjoying this. I'm
you
learning.
see things working out well. You know, if we can do this. As simple as it is. Oh, it carries weight. It carries weight. We need to dress. That dressing of a thing is very, very important. Dressing is very, very important. Then later on we can now talk about, you know, taking care of our body, you know, making sure that we don't smell bad. Because that also pisses man off. Stones man down. When okay, probably wants to move closer to you and you smell your body odor, you know, or peradventure he, you know, during night out he wants to have fun with you, and you know, that part smells. Oh, you need to take care of it before going to bed. Make sure you wash everywhere. He can call on to you anytime. You say, okay, let's have this thing, let's do this thing. So every night before going to bed, wash everywhere. Wash everywhere. You don't add soap to that part, but with water alone, you wash your body with soap and then sponge, you know. But that part, with water, put your hand, wash everywhere. Let it smell nice. Let it be nice, you know. And I think we
Wow.
with that,
Wow.
things get better.
This is high hope.
Yeah,
We really appreciate you.
yeah, thank you.
Wow. I really learned a lot.
Yes.